Wake up. Yeah. Wake up. I said wake up! Get your ass up!
It's crazy to think that we are almost halfway through Supreme Spring Summer 2025. It's like the drops just keep flying by. So in this video, we're gonna slow it down for a bit. Join me in this list video as we go through, in my opinion, the top 10 best items for resale this year so far, and the top 10 best items left to drop. If you enjoy weekly Supreme and streetwear content, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. I go live every single Thursday for the Supreme drop. And now with all that out of the way, let's get into it. All right, we're here on StockX.com, and I figured let's do the top items for resale first. First item up on the list is the pink duffel bag from the first week, which retailed at 168 bucks. You can see last sale was $329. So a very solid price on this guy. People that sold him right away didn't make as much, but if you held it for a little bit, you can see it definitely paid off with the last 3 sales being in the 300s. This is a reminder that unique colorways of items are good, and pink is seemingly having a revival, maybe among the ladies or the boys. Who knows what's happening, but this thing was a definite banger. Next up, an item that I failed to resell, but then later sell. Story time. I unboxed this on my stream. I saw it from week 1, the playoff zip up hoodie, and was like, this thing is dope. Let me show you guys on camera. I'm gonna try it on, put it back in the packaging. Must have got one of my hairs on it, a little bit of dust. They said it was stinky, which is not true. But anyway, StockX basically told me that my item was used, but I later sold this on a different platform and still made a good amount of money. So this thing retailed at 200 bucks. You can see now the lowest asks are in the 300s, and the last sales range from mid 300s to even low 400s. Wow. Next item, we got the Supreme Rhinestone hockey jersey. These teleported off the website from the damn bots. 148 retail price actually isn't horrible when you look at how much you're getting here. And here are the lowest asks. We go from about 377 to 471 for a medium. The sales definitely aren't that high. We have mid 200s to mid to high 300s. Looks like the highest one sold is a size large for 326, and that's just on StockX, just in this colorway. I think it is the best colorway though. All right, next up, the Aphex Twin zip up hooded sweatshirt. I hated this collab. Not to say that I hated it. I thought it was creepy. It's like the Rubber Johnny kind of art, and I just wasn't about it because I'm not an Aphex Twin fan. But this zip up was 228, and you can look at it now. Some of the lowest asks are all over the place, and the sales are nuts. 357, 425. Like, this thing has seen a lot of volume, and what one of y'all said is, I think a lot of Aphex Twin fans that aren't even big Supreme or streetwear people found out about this drop when it was already almost sold out, and so now they have to have this stuff, and they're paying crazy prices because niche cult fan base equals people need the products. That's just the way it is, and I think there's a couple more products from Aphex Twin that are doing pretty good. One of those is the Window Licker football jersey right here, the chocolate chip camo. I mean, hey, I said one of these jerseys is going to be good. You can go back to the video, find it. 118 retail price. Now the last sale was $295 for XXL on March 27th. This came out on March 6th, so really didn't have to even wait that long. You had the lowest asks here, and I'm sure there's some other stuff from this drop that people ended up reselling, flipping, and made some alright money on. Next up, the Max BT. This is one of the most recent items to come out, but for some reason in purple, this thing is just doing very well. $54 retail, which is that photo tee kind of collaboration price range. Usually 45 is what the prices are for the non-collab tees, or 44, I think. But you can see all the asks right here for the sizes range from 118 to 187 for XXL. And this is about as good as you can get for a t-shirt. In the modern era of Supreme, we just don't see them cross really $100 much anymore. It's not COVID era resale markets. It is recession indicators is what we're talking about here. So if Max B's doing good, people are fans, people don't give a fuck, and for whatever reason, purple is just the one to go for. And why do you guys think that is? I mean, I like my purple box over here. Maybe it's just a good choice of color. Next up, the bandana jacquard denim hooded work jacket that I missed out on 2 weeks ago already. The time really does just start flying. You can see the lowest asks. The lowest are $495 up to $670. This was a $400 retail, pretty much $398, so on the more expensive end. And the sales aren't nuts. Like 500 right here is pretty up the higher end. 560, I guess. 594 for the XXL. A little bit all over the place. $680 seems to be the highest price sold for a double XL. Goddamn. And that was 6 days after the drop. I imagine these will stay the same or perhaps even go slightly higher come winter. If you can snag one of these close to $400 at any given time, even a different colorway, like this one sold for $400, I don't think that's a bad idea. I could see all these items one day touching that $1,000 price point. Might seem insane, and I could be wrong, but I do still think some of these are a bit undervalued, especially the blue one, which Playboy Cardi wore. Next up is not really a super highly sought after item, but it's an item that I have for sale in a size large. And I really don't feel like selling for $139 because the StockX lowballers are wanting to screw me over, but this was $118, so if you have a fair offer, you want to send it my way, we can at least avoid the StockX fees. And look at this jersey, man. I mean, vintage Phoenix Suns 1992 All-Star Weekend, sick as hell, great for playing hoops in the summer. It's great for staying cool. You're the highest in the room, 25, you got stars, you got little purple hits, little orange hits. Probably one of the best jerseys of all time, and I'm not biased at all. Next up, the Last Supper embroidered zip-up hooded sweater. This thing, I didn't know how to feel about it. A lot of people were talking $398, $400. It was like, oh man, it looks like shit. You can't even tell, it's like crocheted, but man, people don't care of however it looks because it was enough for them to be paying into the $700 up to $1,000 in the XL. Look at that. This is one of the more unique pieces of the season. It's got unique art, famous inspiration right here. And I think one of the most wild things is the Last Supper belt is tanking in resale right now. Is not doing good at all. This was $148, lowest ass $202. But if you look at the sales here, this belt's going down, which I thought since it's the original artwork, at least it would do like $400, maybe more. I don't know. This thing doubled in retail at $400 for some of the sales. Some of these have been $800. You got $891, $1,000. Those could be conversion prices with different foreign currencies. You never know. But still, this embroidered zip up Last Supper, even in the Easter colorway, which is less volume, but a higher price, $11.98 for double XL. Holy cow. What's our final item? Final item just came out yesterday. It's the Malcolm X 40 Acres varsity jacket. A lot of people in chat were dogging this collab, and I kind of stayed out of it. I was pretty neutral on it, said it wasn't for me, yada yada, but I knew this stuff was gonna at least somewhat resell. And this is the perfect example right here. $588 for this varsity jacket, and you can see the lowest asks. Mediums are $765 all the way up to $1,400 for the XL. You can see $1,484 for an XL was the last sale. Yeah, it's getting closer to 3 times retail. Not quite. That would need to be $1,764, but it's more than double, at least for the XL. So check yo damn inbox, because if you bought this thing, you might be in for some buns. And there are definitely more items that are reselling for profits, but it's hard to pick every single one from the hundreds of items that have released so far. Those are just my highlights. What do you think of my list? Now, let's get on over out of this resale market, out of these prices and digits and
fucking digits,
numbers and bids and lowest asks, and just look at some cool items that are left to drop. All right, left to drop from spring summer 2025. I kind of have this in a reverse dopological order from what I think the least anticipated items are to the most anticipated items are. Let's get into that number 10 slot. And we got the cargo water shorts, boys, because hey, it's the spring/summertime. You're gonna be out in the pool. And I think especially these water shorts with this lake imagery and the boat with the Supreme logo on it is pretty cool. You also have pink and that snow camouflage. You never know when it could come in handy. I'm realizing now I can drag across these images when I'm zoomed in. This is a game changer, and I can't believe I didn't know that until now. You learn something new every day. It's Friday, boys. Let's lock in. That's the number 10 slot. Are you copping these water shorts? They will be like $100, which is the only sad part. In the number 9 slot, we got the worn hooded shore coat. Bit of a sleeper item here, but the Japanese washed cotton canvas with hand applied distress treatment and button front closure. Ooh man, I can't wait for this to drop. I don't know which colorway I should go for. I'm gonna be going for a bit of a resale flip here, but I love that we have the built-in hoodie. We've seen that before on a number of Supreme items in the past. They always do pretty well. We have that Supreme Carhartt work logo there with the yellow box logo on the black background. I think the colors here are sick. The materials are awesome. I hope it's not $398. This at like anywhere in the 200s and I'm happy. Even $298, I'm happy. But if we touch the threes, it's gonna be a little tough. And I think this could be a hold until the winter, but it might not even be that long, a couple months. And I think one colorway, maybe this one, will stand above the rest. What do you guys think about this chore coat? I would love some comments down below or in the live chat on this premiere. By the way, this is live, not an edit, not a video. I just can edit on the fly really fast. All right, number 8, the AOI embroidered camp cap with original artwork by AOI. Of course, it's original, but this thing is nuts. I think a little bit more wearable than the jacket, in my opinion, at least if you go with the fire colorway, but people love this stuff for a reason. It's maximalist embroidery. It's done by a famous Supreme collaborator, multiple different logos, gonna be cool to wear, a definite statement piece, and gonna sell out very fast. Number 7, the Supreme SpongeBob SquarePants Castelli cycling bib. I'm not a cyclist. I'm also not a rapper. But here's the thing. I know people are gonna dig this and eat this up. I know it's gonna be hot. All this SpongeBob stuff. I'm just getting the feeling it's coming out all in one week, which kind of stinks. And even though I've been critical of the 3D art in the past, I can't deny, for the heads, for the people that actually go cycling and want to flex doing it or want to be silly doing it, this is gonna be a fun item. And even though it has more downvotes than upvotes, I still think people are gonna be pretty excited for this cycling bib. Number 6, the BB Simon zip up hooded sweatshirt. I couldn't decide which of the BB Simon items to include because we also have bags, totes, keychains, so consider them all a part of this list, but the zip ups I think have the highest potential for resale. The zip up arc logo is a classic Supreme staple. In this time we're seeing studded designs with BB Simon. Camouflage is blue, looks mad clean. Red, black, gray is not so great, but it's all right. Super excited about all these BB Simon items. You could even go to the other ones like I said, but I wanted to put this sweatshirt here on the list. Number 5, the Everlast Speed Bag and Platform. Now, if I was really wanting to be biased, I'd put this on number 1 because it's the only item really left to drop this season that I absolutely need to cop. Everything else, I could practice some restraint. But anyway, the Everlast Speed Bag. If you're a boxing fan, it's a no-brainer. Everlast boxing stuff is extremely hard to get. I'm still looking for a pair of boxing gloves, and one day if I freaking make it out the mud, maybe a heavy bag, which are selling for like 10K, or it never really even change hands. But this thing will be a lot less. A lot of people will try to resell it. I'll probably go for 2. 1 to flip, 1 to keep. Super sick item. Just need a place to hang it up. Number 4, the Patches 6-panel with original artwork by Sean Crawford. This thing is dope as hell. I think it's currently the best hat left to drop with these big overlapping patches. Just looks amazing. 4 super sick colors. You got inspirational quotes. You got Estados Unidos Suprimos. Love that. A little Spanish. It's everything you ever need in a hat. Finally, like a really good hat that's something new. It's not another S logo. It's not relying on a previous design. It's completely brand new. They had to get an artist to do it. Get whoever you need. Give us some cool items. We'll be happy. Number 3, the bandana football jersey. One of the first items we saw from the teaser season with the skate video, which was a clip, I believe, from Headbangers, which we watched live on stream. Join us next week as we finish up the Play Dead skate video. Been having fun watching skate videos with y'all after the Supreme drop. Been a good time. But this bandana football jersey, super dope, carrying along the theme of the bandana. And also, I'm realizing now, SpongeBob SquarePants right here. I think this might be the one to go for. Black is always classic. White and red, never bad either. That's also the one we saw from the preview, but we're going with the Bob right here at the number 3 spot. Hopefully it's 118 or less as well. Nice when jerseys are kind of cheap like that. Number 2, of course, AOI embroidered hooded work jacket. I mean, yeah, the hat's cool, but this is maximalism, full send, embroidered. Yes, yeah, it's what it is. Front of it, pretty cool too. You got the Supreme work logo right there on the pockets. The fire one is way too much for me, and I know people will go after it because they like that. Personally, I'm trying to dial back a little bit, and when the jacket is already so insane with close to 100 embroideries on it, I don't know how you wouldn't go with the black, but it's personal preference. That's the nice thing. Get it if you like it. This thing is going to be expensive. I would imagine more than $500, like $550, $448. If it's in the 400s, it's a deal. So just letting you know that. But one of the most common items I see in the comments, but not as common as the last one, which is the SpongeBob SquarePants Jeff Hamilton racing jacket. This one's gonna be a no-brainer from your boy. I'm going for it to at least review. You probably won't be wearing it. You never know though. I could maybe have a crazy month in May. We'll see. It's got everything you want. It's got cool placement. It's with an established name, Jeff Hamilton. It's not a super expensive leather edition, so I don't think this is going to be over $1,000. I think this will be maybe around the same price as AOY, like 500. I don't think it'd be 600, but SpongeBob Patrick embroidered, 94. Really cool colors. I just think it has everything that makes a really cool jacket, and that's why I put it at the #1 spot. I think it's ironic fashion a little bit. You can hate on it if you want. I think it's got a good potential of being an absolute banger in the resale world. Just takes one person to wear this thing, and then who knows what's happening. And yet again, that was just my personal list of what's left to drop. Here are the top upvoted items, and there's plenty of good contenders waiting to come out. What do you guys think? What are you going for later on this season? Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and Buckies. See ya.